Yesterday, I filmed 120 YouTube shorts in 2.5 hours of real time. I did that using in my studio. I have OBS set up and I've got it on this monitor. Then I just have my YouTube shorts. I hit the button on my studio to click record. I use AI to generate all the backgrounds and then just swap out the background and talk and upload. I don't edit any of them. It'll probably take me about 2.5 more hours to upload these videos. But what you might be really interested in is why. Why would I film 120 YouTube shorts at once? Well, the big reason is that I'm constantly looking for what is the highest leverage activity I can do with my time as a content creator. I have 6 YouTube channels. I've been a full-time YouTuber since 2011. I deleted all my channels last year because I was so burnt out, and I was putting my time into a bunch of low leverage activities. Like I was live streaming video games for several hours at a time. There's nothing wrong with that if you've got the time, but if your priority is growth as a creator, if your priority is full-time income, then you've got to be very careful where you put your time in terms of what format you're creating in. For example, I've got over 500,000 views organically in the last 4 months, starting 6 new YouTube channels. And the number one way I've gotten views is by, well, doing YouTube shorts actually gets more views per amount of time. But if you want to talk about money, doing long form videos gets the most money in. So if you go look, I have a spreadsheet where I track all the videos I've done. I've now published or uploaded or filmed 630 videos. I still have about 70 or 80 of the shorts to upload today. And that's 7.1 videos a day, 76 minutes of content a day that I've done. And you can see this is a big outlier. Like I hadn't filmed more than like 26 videos in a day before. Now, I am trying to see if I put out a serious, consistent quantity of shorts, will this help increase my discovery? Because right now I'm already getting solid discovery, over 6 million impressions on my long form videos. So most of the videos I've filmed have been long form videos. Probably about 400 or so out of the 630 have been long form videos. I've just done some tests with shorts. But what I've found is my long form videos are getting consistent discovery, consistent minutes watched, and consistently, say consistently one more time. People are going to my website. Like I've got one of the best setups on my website anywhere. If you want some immediate help, I have where you can just, a guy paid $39 on his credit card to talk to me for 10 minutes, and it's Talk to Me Now. So he bought this. 3 minutes later, I texted him on WhatsApp, and then 3 minutes after that, we were on a FaceTime, or like WhatsApp's version of FaceTime. And then I've got one of those for 30 minutes and a one-on-one Zoom call at well. So my long form videos have been doing a great job to get deep enough relationships with viewers where viewers want to come in and spend money with me, whether it's joining my school community. I've got tips up on here now. I've got a chat that I just launched this, and somebody on the leaderboard, Map Technical Forecasting, just bought the chat for the first time and now has access to chat with me directly on jerrybanfield.com without any third parties in the middle. So I want to maximize getting people to my website and getting income in and giving more direct help to my audience. Like when I talked to the guy on WhatsApp for 10 minutes, this helped me know what kind of videos I should make. It helps me be very close to my audience. The challenge is my long form videos, there's diminishing returns to doing more of them. I have 6 channels, and if I do 1 long form video a day, I get pretty solid discovery. But if I start doing 2 long form videos a day, my discovery drops a bit and I start cannibalizing my reach. Whereas YouTube shorts have been going out to a lot of people. And I go into my YouTube studio and I ask it, are YouTube shorts helping grow my channel? And then when it gives the answers to that YouTube shorts are getting out to new viewers. But it's not, I haven't put much time into doing YouTube shorts so far, because if you don't have a bunch of long form videos or a bunch of shorts to watch, what difference does it make if you go out to new viewers if you don't hardly have much depth or content to offer after that? If you don't have a business system ready to go when viewers actually find you, there's not much of a point in getting discovered. Well, now I'm to the point with my business system, with my videos, with my content, that now when you discover me, you could watch a whole lot of content. You could spend lots of money at my website. And therefore, now it makes sense to try and get some more discovery. But my discovery needs to be fast. I had this slow shorts filming process before, where I was filming shorts and taking a while to generate thumbnails, and then I was dumping them in Claude and adding captions, and I've just stripped out all the time wasting. Because here's the data from my vlogs channel, my @jerrybanfield channel. This is my third fastest growing channel right now. It's going to be monetized soon at this rate. And you can see my long form videos, I've got 19,000 views, while my shorts have, by comparison, only gotten 8,000. However, I've done way more long videos. Like I've done 106 long videos and I've only done like 10 shorts or so. So the shorts are getting more new viewers and more new discovery, a relatively small amount of shorts. Like, look, I know right now there's 43 shorts, but that's because I just scheduled 30 more shorts on this channel. So 13 shorts got me out to 2,700 new viewers, whereas 100, this is the last 28 days. So most of these shorts were done. Some of them weren't. But out of the videos, shorts, I can crank out 2 more shorts a day per channel. And if I can crank out 120 shorts in 2 hours, and the average short's getting like 1,000 views, and most of the shorts viewers are new viewers, that's setting me up to grow my subscribers. And yes, what's awesome is these shorts got thousands of new viewers and hundreds of returning viewers. But really with the shorts, you need some more quantity, where if somebody watches one of my shorts and like it, then they could binge watch 10 or 20 of them. But you don't want to put out too many a day. So right now I'm scheduling 1 long video a day on this channel, and then I'm scheduling 2 short videos a day, and I filmed 48 short videos just for this channel yesterday with all kinds of just random stuff. I didn't study other people's hooks. I just told all kinds of random stories. They're like 30, 40, 50 seconds long, and this is setting me up to get lots more subscribers. But now I have a lot more depth on this channel. So if someone finds this channel, now they've got an ongoing vlog series to watch, where one person could end up binge watching 5, 10 plus hours of content on my channel and then start watching my vlog. So I'm especially looking for outliers. 2,700 new viewers, 11 subscribers. That is then 11 people that might become regular long form viewers, which will help my long forms go out. So if you compare the activities, like yesterday, I could have filmed probably 10 more long videos. If I've got all my long videos scheduled already, 6 videos a day across all 6 channels, does it make sense to put 2 more hours into filming more long videos? Or does it make sense to try filming 120 shorts in 2 hours and then upload those shorts? And then the shorts give me a bunch of discoverability. And then the discoverability helps my long videos, and then it's a reinforcement loop. The people who find my long videos may watch my shorts. And I've noticed there's a good amount of overlap, that there's a significant audience percentage that will watch both the shorts and the longs. It's just a whole lot more reinforcement loop and potential session time. But it comes down to, I could have done a 2.5 hour live stream on my channel in this time, but I'm expecting I should get at least 100,000 views out of these 120 shorts I filmed. And if you do the math, if you just multiply this, let's say by 10 for simplicity, that'll be 27,000 new viewers. That'll be hundreds of new subscribers, thousands of returning viewers. And that should be enough to push me over the threshold for monetization. But realistically, the more shorts I do, I'll get even more views. I'll get even more subscribers than doing small amounts. What I've noticed is the channels that are doing really well, they push huge quantities of shorts. They'll crank out several shorts a day for years, and then combine that with long form, and it's an engine. The long form and the short form feed each other. And the key, though, is that to use the least amount of my time to make all this, because there's no point in editing these shorts. There's no point trying to get viral hooks, because first of all, I made all these shorts as talking heads, and that way they all focus on me. I know from doing things in the past online that if you can't sustainably do it for a long time, like for example, I built a channel with hundreds of thousands of subscribers on videos that I couldn't easily replicate. For example, I paid freelancers to make hacking courses and then sent them to Udemy to buy the courses. But then when there's a whole bunch of money coming in, then the guy's not available anymore to keep making videos for me. Then I have to find somebody else to make videos. Then I go viral on League of Legends videos, but then I don't like League of Legends, the original coach. Like, I ended up with hundreds of thousands of subscribers in the past on videos that I couldn't replicate. So what I'm doing now, I can always do videos of me talking, which is why, yes, I could get better stats than this in the short term if I tried to do viral clip reactions, but those also present a lot more problems. And those take so much longer. Like, if I tried to make viral clip reaction shorts, then it would have taken me probably, in 2 hours, I'd probably been barely able to make 10 videos. And then I'm promoting somebody else in my videos. Whereas I crank out 120 shorts. That's 2 shorts a day on all my channels for 10 days. And that's all featuring me talking head. So if any of those get tens or hundreds of thousands of views, then I can replicate that all day, every day. And I'm very aware today that you only want to build things that you can keep offering. Because if you build stuff that you can't keep offering, you essentially wasted your time. And I know if I just do talking head videos, I don't have to worry about, somebody else copyright claiming or striking my channel for the video. I don't have to worry about YouTube's reused content policy. And every single video is unique to me. So I'm really excited to see how this test goes. That basically the 2.5 hours I filmed plus the 2.5 hours it'll take to upload was what results did I get in 5 hours of my time. In 5 hours of my time on some other days, I've went through and filmed, like, some of these were all long videos. Like, these are days here, I did 6 long videos a day. Well, maybe that was testing shorts again. So some of these days I spent 5 hours filming videos, and I only got like 6 long form videos out, 8, 9 long form videos out. So some of these days I spent that much time, but the amount of discovery I got was very limited. So if you get one thing from this, think obsessively about how can you minimize the time you invest and maximize a reproducible, consistent output. What I wanted to try this yesterday because I have these 120 videos could all be uploaded to TikTok or Instagram as well. I could give them to, my followers in my school community to upload, and they could just take all the income on them. Or I could set up AI to try and upload all these to Instagram, to TikTok, and Facebook Reels myself. Right now, I'm like, I've got so much going on YouTube. I don't know if I want to mess with that. But most all these videos are timeless. So I had a friend just get banned from YouTube off of something that seemed ridiculous. And it's like, well, the more short videos I have, the more content I have for other platforms if I ever need to invest in those. And I'm so excited to see how this experiment goes. So if you're a content creator, the number one thing I would do is come talk to me. I'm one of the most creative, experienced people you will find on YouTube. I've been through almost everything. I had more subscribers than MrBeast up until 2016 when he passed me. And well, he's gotten way ahead since then. And if you want to talk with somebody, I'm super accessible. Unlike a lot of these other people, I'm super real. I show you everything I'm doing. I'm building my entire business out on the blockchain with AI right now. This is just by far, as a content creator, the absolute best way you can build everything. So I can help you with all this, and I'm here for you. Go to jerrybanfield.com. Let's talk. Thanks for watching, and I hope to get to know you better soon.